Hey there, today we are in Chesapeake, Virginia. We are at the Chesapeake City Park for the Spring Arts Festival. You can see behind me all the different tents. There's different vendors for food and crafts and all sorts of things. We're just going to walk around and see what they have. Enjoy this beautiful weather. It's a nice sunny day, about 80 degrees. So it's nice compared to a lot of the cool weather that we've been having. Spring is here. In fact, it's approaching summer. Quite a few people here. Like I said, the day is very nice. At T-Borough Artistry here, this is where we're stopping at. All sorts of different acrylic pours. Has some really nice artwork here. All right, so tell me about the Peacock story.
Sure. So I was actually painting this vase, and I had a canvas underneath because I don't like to waste my paint. So when I had it, you can see that it matches up exactly. So when I pulled it off the canvas, all the paint ran to the middle, creating what I saw were feathers. And then once that dried, I painted the peacock in.
Wow, that is fascinating. Wow, it just kind of came together.
That's right. Bob Ross would say happy accident.
That's right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
You too. So at this booth here, they have some really interesting art here. It almost looks like paint by numbers. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay it. It's very good. I'm just saying with the lines and the way it looks like it was drawn first and then painted in. I don't know. I mean, it could have been painted first and then the drawings were added later. But it just looks, I like the imagery. This one especially is really cool with the lighting and the way the light is shining through the cape there. Very cool. These pressed glass dishes, they're really unique. I've never seen anything quite like this. I like that blue. I really like. Yeah, I love that color.
Okay, so we start with what I call a fritter, and it's just glass frit that has been melted together. Glass wants to be 6 millimeters, so this is sort of what it wants to go to. I stack this on top of maybe 3, maybe 4 pieces of glass, and then I put a shelf on top of it and press it down with the heat of the kiln at 1600 and the additional weight. It presses down to 3 millimeters. And then I come back and I put clear on top of it to cap it and make it food safe. And then it gets shaped into its final vessel shape.
Wow, cool. That is really interesting. Thank you so much. Now we're going to grab something to eat. They've got a little grove here with some food trucks. Check out what they have. I like the retro look of this truck. Courtney's Kitchen 757. Let's see what they have on their menu. Well, these are Bougie burgers. The Chipotle aioli burger, bacon cheeseburger, the mushroom Gouda burger. Then you got the basic cheeseburger, still $17. They also have lumpia, although they're sold out of the bourbon gorgonzola lumpia and the buffalo chicken lumpia, which is a shame because the bourbon gorgonzola, that's a hard word to say. The bourbon gorgonzola lumpia does sound good. Next we have the Cousin's Maine Lobster. Cousin's Maine Lobster. Apparently they have been seen on all these different networks. With a build-up like that, let's see what they have. There's quite a line, so let's see if it lives up to the hype. They have different lobster rolls, lobster quesadilla, lobster tail and tots tacos, lobster bisque, clam chowder, all sorts of good things. Wonder how much it costs though. That's the ticket. Yeah, so the rolls are almost $30. The other things are $22, $23. The tacos, $18.50. That's not too bad. Everything here is a little, you're at a festival, it's going to be a little overpriced, but you're not getting lobster everywhere. So my daughter says that this truck has the best selection. Well, of course that makes sense considering it's called Pittsburgh's Best. Here's a front view of the Pittsburgh's Best truck. I love the look of this truck. The kind of It's got like a industrial feel. You see the sliding door here on the side and the back here, how it has this sort of trolley feel. I wonder if it was always a food truck or if it was some type of work truck that was repurposed. Flavortown, you have arrived. I think I'm going to go with the Steel City sandwich. That sounds really good. And then we're also going to get the Pittsburgher. Pittsburgher.
Hey, Buttle, you got to smile. Hey, Buttle.
I just want to see.
No, he doesn't. I trust me, he doesn't. You make questions? See, there we go.
Hey.
Hey, smile, Buttle. Smile. Mostly fruits and vegetables, but you also have
Says
to cook
no,
them.
it's too
So I
bright
put ground
out.
turkey and I fry it up on the stove with seasoning. You throw that into a blender with egg, oatmeal.
That's right. Cover those little eyes.
This is the what was this called? This is with the Steel City sandwich. So they put fries on the sandwich. It does say that on the sign. It says roast beef, pastrami, some coleslaw, and obviously fries. This is a pretty good sandwich. The pastrami and roast beef. I read the sign wrong. The sign says your choice of roast beef, pastrami, or turkey. I thought all three meats came on it. They said they were out of turkey, and they were asking me if I wanted roast beef or pastrami. I said, could I do half and half? And after a little committee discussion back there, they decided they could do that. So it's really good, the vinegar coleslaw, and it really complements the sandwich well. It tastes really good. The fries, I mean, it's not bad to have fries on it. I don't know if it's something that I would purposely do, but I guess that's a Pittsburgh thing.
We took our fries on.
Did you? Took
Yeah.
your you didn't want
We
fries
left
on
a
it?
few on because they were stuck in the
Well,
cheese, but
I can
otherwise
see
we-
fries on a hamburger. I can see fries on a hamburger more than I can on a deli sandwich. Again, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I guess because I'm not used to it. That said, it is really good. Well, now that we've eaten, we're going to continue browsing around and seeing what else there is. At this booth, there's the Tidewater turners. They have all sorts of people turning wood.
We do, yes. The Tidewater Turners is on Facebook and
Now, here is something that you don't see every day, not in person anyway. This is a tropical pitcher plant from Southeast Asia, the Nepenthe. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing it right. Just read that yourself and decide how it's pronounced. But it eats insects. Insects go into these little pitchers here and they check in, but they don't check out. There's all sorts of neat plants here. Obviously not from this area. I wonder how they survive, though, being outside of water. Maybe they don't need as much water. Maybe they're like succulents. Now, these are a neat idea. These beverage buddies, little tags that you can put on your can or cup so you know which one's yours. If you've ever been to a gathering and you wonder, now I always dent my can, but if somebody else dents their can, then I still don't know which one's mine. But this is a pretty good idea. I don't know what this is, what medium this is, but it looks really neat. It looks, I don't know if you can tell on video, but in person, it looks almost 3D. Pigs can fly, so can you. Think positive. Pigs can't fly. That's the whole point. They can't fly, so you can't either. Here we have some goat milk soap, and of course you got to have the goats. But I don't think they're making the soap here. Hippie chip. I sort of imagine that would smell like flowers and sweat, but it actually smells really nice.
You can cry me a river, babe. Ain't gonna change a thing. Cause you love till it pours and out. Then I won't drink again. Left me blinded and broken. Oh, just a shadow of pain.
Oh, look, it's a happy heart, or maybe it's an angry heart. Depends on how you feel. And that was our trip out to Chesapeake City Park and the Spring Arts Festival. Had a great time. It was great weather, even despite the constant sun, and really a lot hotter weather than we've been having. But I'm not complaining because it's been cold, and I don't like cold weather, so I'm not complaining at all. I did get a little sun on my cheeks, but nothing serious. Anyway, it was a great day. Thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you soon. In line for cookout, and the sign here for the drive-thru says, "For faster service, use shorter lane." Does that actually need to be on a sign? I mean, to me, it seems like that's just one of those things that's common sense. Does it need to be spelled out literally?